Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Having the Rise coffee again, which I forgot to put in the cup. Uh-oh. Well, it's okay. I can add it at the end. But I think it just melts easier when I put it in at the beginning. So I think I will do that. So I'm at the bottom of this package. I have another one, and then they sent another 2 packages, so I have to cancel the subscription. But I have to get online and do that. So sometimes canceling subscriptions to things is a big pain in the neck because I switched email accounts and my old email isn't available anymore. So it makes it difficult to cancel anything because they always send links and all that to your old email. Well, anyway, another life issue. Not a big deal. But anyway, it's only going to be 48 today. It is sunny, but it's very chilly. And it's going to be going down into the 30s again. So I have to bring in my elephant ears. They're still really tiny, but I don't want the frost to get what's left of them. So I have to bring those in. And also I have a little hydrangea that I want to plant that I have to bring in too. That I haven't put in a pot yet. It's in one of those plastic packages that you can buy at Walmart. So the in and out takes a lot of effort all the time, but I wanted to get some of my plants going out in the sunshine. So I'm hoping this will be the last week of cold, although we get cold weather in May too. Alright, let me add some creamer to this. Again, I'm using up this oatmeal cookie creamer. It was good, but it's not as good as the oat milk coffee cake, the original contents of this container. So, anyway, this morning I'm just going to clean up my kitchen. I'm not going to be working in the garden today. It's too cold. And it really makes my arthritic hands flare up. Cheers. I'm sure a lot of us have that issue. Yep, pretty good. So, I don't know. I'm going to be going with the flow again today, seeing what the day brings. I have a couple of things that I want to stick in the dehydrator. And I need to start doing something with that horrendous garage of mine. I've been thinking I still have that armoire out there, so of course I can't put my car in the garage. But I'm thinking I'm going to maybe use it just to put my preps in. I have a small smoker. It's an electric smoker, but it's small. I have that out there, and I have my what do you call it? My little emergency stove out there. Some small appliances. I have to get one of those. What do they call them? Converter generators, where you can plug them in and charge them up, or you can also charge them up with solar panels. I have to check out Harbor Freight. They have those, and I have to see when they have a sale on those. But maybe I should reach out to some companies and see if they'll be able to send me a sample that I can test out and in exchange for a video. I don't know. I have a couple videos that are going to be coming up of things that I've received, really, really nice things that I think I would even purchase. So I'll be having a couple of videos of those things coming up. But anyway, that's my plan, and it's returned to the budget book again. One of my viewers said she noticed that when I didn't do my budget book that I spent more, and she's absolutely right. So I have to be more vigilant with that, and it does help me. It does help me a lot to keep my budget book up to date every day. So, okay, I will meet you at the budget book over there and enjoy my coffee while I'm doing my budget book. Okay, here I am back at the budget book, back on track, tracking my spending so it doesn't get out of control. So anyway, yesterday I did spend money. I spent it on Amazon, but it was for something that I needed. A company reached out and sent me a smart bird feeder, which is totally awesome, and I'll be sharing a video for that coming up soon. You can mount the thing to the tree or to your house or to a bird pole. Well, I tried mounting it to the tree, but I would have to screw some screws into the tree, and then I thought, I'll bet you the squirrels are going to have a good time if I leave it on the tree. So I decided to get a bird feeder pole. So I'm waiting for that to come tomorrow, and then I'm going to set that up, and then I'll show you this really awesome bird feeder. So anyway, I spent money on Amazon yesterday. That's all I got, and that was $39 for the bird pole, and it's a nice one. It has a squirrel baffle and also some extra hooks if you want it. Also hang some different kinds of bird feeders around it. So that should be coming tomorrow, and hopefully it won't be too cold to get out there and set it up. So I really need to use this budget tracker every day, and I have been for a long time. But last week I kind of went off on a toot. I was busy, I was running around, and I didn't break the bank. I'm still debt-free, so that's not a problem. But tracking my spending every day and where I spend it and what I spend it on is very helpful to me, because I definitely plan to stay debt-free. So I've been needing a new computer, but I still haven't bought a computer. I'm still on the fence about it. One of my kind viewers reached out and said her husband is in IT and would be willing to maybe find me a good deal online, but I'm just not ready to put out the money for it yet. So something will come up eventually, but I'm in no hurry to do that. One of the reasons I would like to get a new computer, well, my old one really is very slow, and I could reformat it, and I'm thinking about doing that. But I think it's around 11 years old, so it's pretty old and pretty slow, and I can't upgrade it anymore. I did upgrade it once. I had more RAM put in it, but so, I'm really on the fence about a new computer, but the reason I want to get a new computer is I would like to do a couple of lives on YouTube here, and I can't really do that on my phone because I have to have the phone a certain distance from me in order to not just appear as, one big face. And I've never done a live before, but from what I'm understanding is you can comment and I can answer your comments in real time, which would be really cool. But I can't read the comments on my little phone and also have it far enough away. Plus that, with my old computer, it took forever for videos to upload. So I try and do all my videoing and editing and all that on my phone, and that works out really well. So I don't know, we'll see. I have to have a good video card in whatever computer I get. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not quite ready to put out that money yet, but I do want to spend part of my income tax return on a computer. So anyway, that's the plan, because I still have my upcoming window project. I haven't gotten a hold of my handyman guy yet, because I'm waiting for the weather to turn warmer before I have the windows put in, because of course it requires them to have the windows out for a while. So I want to wait until it's a little bit warmer before I contact him. And then, yeah, life goes on. So my plan with the windows is to do 3 or 4 windows a year instead of doing the whole house. And I asked the contractor if it would be cheaper if I did the whole house, and he said no, it would cost the same. But he wants me to do at least 3 windows to make it worth his while to come out, because he brings an assistant with him. And so to make it worth his while, you know, I agree. So it's going to take me another couple of years anyway to replace all my windows in the house. And then my deck needs work. A couple of the deck boards are falling apart. One of the railings is falling apart. So I really need a new deck, and that's going to be a big expenditure too. So I'm trying to hang on as best I can without going into debt. So sometimes that takes time, and especially once you get physically to the point where you can't do everything that you used to do when you were younger. You did everything yourself because you didn't have the money to pay for it, to have somebody else do it. So as you get older, that gets more difficult because you need the help, and you know, you can't expect people to do everything for free, and they definitely wouldn't do it anyway. So, you know, the DIY projects get less and less, and your expenditures go up and up as you get older. Anyway, that's what I find to be true. So, okay, we'll see how I do the rest of the month. And hopefully I won't need a whole lot of stuff anymore. All right. This morning I had a little handful of spinach. I'm dehydrating the rest, and I'm going to make a spinach and feta omelet for later. So in here I just have 2 eggs with a little garlic salt. And I'm just going to turn this into an omelet, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to let that cook. Flip it over. And that'll be a good dinner. And I also have some vegan feta cheese. I actually found that I like the vegan feta better than the regular feta cheese. It's really good in salads. So I'm going to have some of that along with this. And I think that'll be really yummy. So I'll be back once I get this all cooked up. All Alright, I just flipped this over, and this is the vegan feta. It's by Follow Your Heart. And I'm just going to crumble some of that on here. And I'm just taking some of the bigger pieces. And that'll be a good dinner for tonight. You can make it with some fried potatoes or whatever. Okay, that'll be very yummy. And there we have it. Quick and easy dinner, and cheap. The eggs were free from my daughter. The spinach I bought last time I went shopping. And the feta is not real cheap, but it's around $4 for, let's see. I'm trying to see how many ounces this is. Well, it doesn't really say here. 6 ounces. Here I'm gathering stuff to make my compost. So the eggshells will be going in there, and some other things too. So I'll be making some more compost for the garden. All right, dinner's ready. All right, well, I wanted to show you what I turned this into in my I Do composter. Doesn't really make compost, it makes fertilizer, but this is what it looks like when it's done, and you can put that in your garden. So I'm going to empty this into my bucket that I keep in the garage, and then I'm going to fill this up again and make some more compost fertilizer. Right, all loaded up. I cleaned out my refrigerator drawer. I had some lettuce in there that was going bad. Whatever was too mushy to put in here, I put into my outside composter. I had some celery that was already not looking so good. I didn't get to it in time. So this is going in my composter, my I Do. Little Lizzie thinks this would be tasty, but no, that's not for you. You line it up with the little arrows. Close it up. No snacky times, no. No snacky times. And then you lock this. And then you push the button. And it starts dehydrating it and grinding it up. Right? That's not for you. No, that's not for you. You think that would be tasty? I gave you a bunch of lettuce, and I gave you egg. I gave you a bunch of stuff already. That's enough. You're going to get a tummy ache. All right. I have a bunch of carrots here that I need to use up. They're still good, but over here I have a little tiny mini food processor that I've had for many years. I've already grated some carrots. I'm going to make some carrot slaw, and my dogs love carrots, so I'm going to give them some. But this little thing, it's I don't know what brand it is. I think it might be a Black & Decker, I'm not sure. But it's got a shredder, and it also has a chopper blade. You guys know how much I love my gadgets. So I'm going to shred some more of these, and then I'm going to make a carrot slaw salad-ish type thing. Alright, this thing's loud, but it works quick. want to make too much. The rest of these I'll put back in the fridge for a while because they're still good. But I also have a little bit of raspberry dressing left over from the other day when I had spring rolls. I used it as a dip, and I'm going to use that as a salad dressing. And I think I'll see if I have any raisins to put in here too. Now I know not everybody likes raisins, but I do. Or you could put cranberries in there, or whatever dried fruit you want. All right, I'm going to put this all together. Okay, I have some cranberries from the pantry. I'm going to add some of those. As many as you like. And I'm just using things randomly from my pantry. I love cranberries. And they're very healthy for you. So here I have a little bit of the raspberry vinaigrette left over from the other day. That's going in. I hate to waste food, and I did waste celery today. And then this is some poppy seed dressing that I had left over from a salad kit. That's going in there too. And then maybe some salt and pepper. I don't know, I have to taste it. And I'm just using up my random things. So this will be a good side dish. And these carrots are going to let out a lot of water too. So it looks like I'm going to need some more dressing. So I do have more raspberry dressing available. And I'm going to add some of that. And some salt and pepper. So just using up things that I have around the house. Now this would be good even as a topping for, like, I have these buns here, and you can use them as a topping for like a pulled pork if you eat meat, or you could make like a vegetarian dish out of jackfruit, make it taste like barbecued pork. And this would be really good on top of that. And it would add your veggies. So, okay, I'm going to add some more dressing to this. And this is all off the cuff, just using up what I have. Give this a taste. And my little food processor, I really like that little thing. It's small, so I don't have to drag out my big food processor. I got a slice of carrot here. That's pretty good. I'm not going to add any more dressing right now. I'm going to let it marinate in the fridge for a while. There you go. I do think it could use some more cranberries though. Yummy! I love when I come up with something edible. I don't know, to me cooking is an art. You know, you can follow a recipe when you first learn to cook, but then after that, it's like an artist. You can learn a lot of techniques and how to mix your paint and everything, but when it comes right down to it, you have to develop your own style. So, okay, this would be good with my feta cheese omelet. Be tasty. So I'm going to put that aside. And I also finished cutting up all my greens that I had, whatever. I had some leaf lettuce and I had some romaine, so I could add some of the carrot slaw to that as well. So that'll be enough for another 2 meals anyway. This will be enough for maybe 3 or 4 meals. And then here I have some carrots for my worms, so I'll be feeding them too. So lots of things going on in my kitchen this morning. All right, I'll be back. A couple more things that I want to preserve before they go bad. I have this classic coleslaw shredded stuff, and I also have these mini cucumbers. Now I think I'm going to make some refrigerator pickles out of these, but I'm going to ask my friend if I can freeze prepared coleslaw. Alexa, can I freeze prepared coleslaw?
From webindia123.com, it is perfectly safe to freeze coleslaw.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to prepare this, and then I'm going to freeze it for future me. And the pickles will also be for future me. Sometimes when I go shopping, I just buy way too much produce because it all comes packaged like this. I mean, you can't just buy a little tiny bag of coleslaw. Same with the cucumbers. So sometimes I just have to preserve my food. So, but that's a good thing because then I don't have to take the time to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and make this coleslaw, and I'm just going to prepare it with some raspberry vinaigrette. I like coleslaw made with raspberry vinaigrette. And then I'm going to just cook up some vinegar and sugar and a couple other things and make some pickles out of this, refrigerator pickles. And I'll probably just take 2 or 3 of these and slice them up and just make a cucumber salad. So then the whole week I'll have things to eat, and I'll just have to add a little of this or a little of that as a side dish. All right, well, I'm going to get going. I have this Gerard's raspberry dressing. It's my favorite raspberry dressing. So I'm just going to dump all this in this bowl, and then I'm going to freeze this in 1 or 2 portion sizes in a baggie and just flatten it out and put it in the freezer. Alright, well, I'm going to put some salt on here. I'm going to put quite a bit of salt, and then I'm going to put some pepper. And then I'm going to dump this all over here. This is pretty full, but it's going to shrink down a little bit. And I'm just going to let it sit for a while before I bag it up. So there we go. If you haven't tried raspberry dressing on coleslaw, you're missing something delicious. And then I'm going to put this on my grocery list so that I have an extra one in my pantry. I think I still have one down there, but I like to keep 2 or 3 of these on hand, and I always like to keep these bottles because I put my syrups in there. Let me show you. So here's the syrup, and I got these pourers from Amazon quite a while ago, and I had them in one of my cupboards and didn't quite know what to do with them, and they fit perfectly on these Gerard's bottles. and they're pretty, so you can use them then for other salad dressings, for homemade salad dressings. And I put a chalkboard label on there, and that's what I use them for. So trying to use up everything and anything that I can. All right, well, I'm going to let this coleslaw sit for a little bit till it shrinks down, mix it up, and put it in baggies and stick it in the freezer. I'm back. All right, well, I've had this in the fridge for a long time. It's Thousand Island dressing. Once in a while, I like to make a vegetarian corned beef sandwich, but I'm not using this up quick enough, so I'm going to add some of that to the coleslaw too, just to make it creamy rather than just a vinaigrette. So I'm not too much, but that'll make a good coleslaw. So don't be afraid to mix and match your dressings and your salads, because this is a sweet dressing too, which pairs really well with coleslaw. All right, now I'm going to let this sit. So this should be good to freeze now, but see how much it's dropped down. I'm sure you all know that. But I'm going to give this one more taste, and I also added some of this mango pepper that I got at Ollie's the other day, and this was $2.99. I don't know, I took the label off so that I could read the ingredients. But, so let's give this a taste. That really makes it flavorful. So I'm just going to stick this in baggies, stick it in the freezer, and enjoy some maybe today or tomorrow. And then the rest I can enjoy down the road. This would be good with some pierogies. I have frozen pierogies. It would be good with rice. So many things on a sandwich. It would be delicious. So getting creative and trying to use up what I have without wasting food. Can't afford to do that in this economy, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to pack this up, and to make things easier, I have this little jar. You can use a glass, whatever you have, and just a regular baggie. And I'm just going to put that over the top. And then I'm just going to spoon the coleslaw in. Easy peasy. This coleslaw is very flavorful. That mango seasoning, mango pepper, really is flavorful. I only want to freeze like maybe for 2 servings, so I don't want to go too crazy. Because otherwise it'll sit in the fridge after I thaw it out and I won't eat it. So just that easy. I have a bag ready for the freezer. I'm going to label it and date it, and then I'll probably double bag this, because these baggies are just, they're not freezer bags, they're just sandwich bags. But there we go. Another delicious meal. The way I freeze this is I just take the baggie out, and I partially seal it, and then I flatten it. I flatten it all out best I can, and leave just a little opening and roll it up to get all the air out. and then I finish sealing it. So there we go, a nice flat package for the freezer. So I have 2 packages now that I can slip pretty much anywhere. Okay, done with the coleslaw. I sliced up the cucumbers. Most of them I sliced into that thickness. Now I'm going to make a brine. Just bring it to a boil. Half vinegar and half water. I'm going to use filtered water from my refrigerator and just bring that to a boil, and then I'm going to add my spices. I think I still have some pickling spice. I'm not sure. Otherwise, I'll just go through my pantry and see what would be good in here. Maybe even the mango pepper might be good in here, a little bit of that. I'm not sure yet, but I also wanted to show you, the other day at Walmart I bought this little tiny mandolin, just so I could keep it out, so I don't always have to put it back. And it's really simple. It's got 2 settings, and this little slider thing with a pusher. And this is the first time I've used it. And I'm also making a little cucumber salad, and look how nice and even and thin this is. So that's a winner. I like it. I mean, it won't cut things this thick. That's the thickest that it will cut it. So that's what I'm going to do for my refrigerator pickles. You can really use any spices. If you like it more vinegary, you add more vinegar or less water. It all depends on what you like. But your pickle recipe is anything you want it to be. So it's another way to be creative. Just add what you want into your pickle. Another thing that's popular is to put some turmeric in there, which I probably will do because it's healthy, and some mustard seed, which will give it a little bit of a kick. You can add red pepper flakes if you like a hot pickle. There's no limits to refrigerator pickles and what you can put in it. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and make those, and I'm going to make this into a salad. I'm probably just going to use some of my favorite champagne dressing by Gerard's on here. So, and that's it for the produce. I still have 3 avocados that I'll use with avocado toast, and some carrots, and that's it. And I have definitely enough produce to keep me happy till I go shopping again. Okay, well, I just brought this brine to a boil, and I used about 1 3/4 cups of water to 1 cup of vinegar. I used like half apple cider vinegar and half regular vinegar. Added a whole bunch of spices to it. So, like I said, add whatever you want and taste your brine and see if it tastes good to you. Add things a little bit at a time. So I'm going to finish making these refrigerator pickles, and I added 4 garlic cloves to this, and I'm just going to pour this hot vinegar over the pickles, and that's it. Then I'm going to close them up and just let them sit until they're cool, put them in the fridge, and wait a couple days before I eat them. So I also put in the brine about, I'd say not quite half a cup of sugar, but again, it's all to your taste. And I did add some of the mango pepper, so it will have a little bit of a peppery taste. And you can put sliced onions in here. You can put little mini peppers. Carrots are good. Celery. Whatever produce you have, you can pickle pretty much. So, all right, I'm just going to pour some of this over, and hopefully I don't spill it all over the place. All right, well, that went okay, and it's handy to have one of these little things. So I have some brine left over, probably about a cup, and I'm going to save that for another time, and it'll keep in the refrigerator. So these pickles, my personal preference is not to eat them longer than a month, but I've heard people keep them longer than that. So I did add some turmeric to this, and I added some mustard seed, some dill seed, some celery seed, and that's pretty much it. So very simple, and I think this will taste good. But taste your brine to see if you like it, and the cucumbers will release juice, and it'll make it a little bit weaker. So, but it's a process that you have to kind of experiment with. And there's all kinds of refrigerator pickle recipes online that you might like. You know, I wanted something a little sweet and peppery, so that's what I made here. So, okay, that's easy peasy homemade refrigerator pickles. Well, okay, that was quite a cooking marathon I did this morning. But I rescued all of my produce, so yay for that. That should last me quite a while. And it's all things that are good to eat and that are expensive if you buy them already made. So now my back is bothering me because standing in one place chopping like for hours isn't the best. But it's okay. You got to keep going, got to keep doing things you like to do, and just be reasonable about it. So, but now I'm done for the day, and I'm going to have a nice cup of raspberry ticino and do a little bit of writing in my journal, and maybe I'll do a little bit of reading. So that's what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I hope you guys all had a great day, that God was good to you. He's always good, but yeah, I hope you had a wonderful day today. So anyway, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you, bless you. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.